woman is lounging by the pool at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami when she decides to proposition a strapping pool attendant to go on a date with her and her husband. The team that brings you the hit Wondery podcast, Even the Rich, presents In God We Lust, a story of an alluring sex scandal, power, money, and a very public fall from grace. What begins as an unconventional proposition will soon throw them all into the international spotlight, and that's because the couple is none other than Jerry Falwell Jr. and his wife Becky, two of the most powerful figures in evangelical America. When the word of their affair fell into the wrong hands, it led to a political extortion in international headlines that brought Jerry Falwell Jr.'s empire crashing down. I cannot tell you the level to which I was gripped. The excitement was through the roof. The suspense was out the window. This podcast is incredible. It's got religion, it's got God, it's got everything. It was incredible. I cannot recommend something more highly. Listen to In God We Lust on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or you can listen ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app. Wondery. Feel the story.
Close the door. Would you please stop? It's
what? Your ugly pants?
Jealous of what? Your leather ugly pants? Hi.
I came as soon as I heard.
I just heard.
How you feeling today, Mom?
I need a day off.
You.
I need a day off.
Listen.
I gotta pick up the kids from soccer. I gotta go to Gelson, get a Yoplait.
A Yoplait. A fat-free Dannon.
To feed my whole... That was my drag name. Fat-free Dannon.
No,
fat-free Dannon.
Fat, comma, free Dannon.
Fat, free Dannon. Hi, Fat.
Hi, Fat. Well, so, okay, welcome back to another episode of The Bald and the Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen.
Here on our brand new YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You can see us from your house.
Why are people obsessed with seeing people in podcasts?
I think it's a question of more, more, more. That's how I want it. That's how I want it. You know, people just want more.
I guess, but also like...
Is this distracting?
No, I'm just happy to know you're breathing. But like people are like, I love the old-fashioned radio shows, but I just wish I could see them.
Yeah, that's called a television.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, now you bullied us, and we're here.
We should have just skipped a few stages and went to like full immersive 3D experiences. That would cost about $20,000 an episode to produce.
Well, didn't you do a 3D experience? Was it expensive to make?
It wasn't cheap. I'm gonna say that, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't crazy.
More than 5?
Oh yeah.
More than 10?
Yeah.
Did you make the money back?
I don't know.
But it's more about the experience.
The video. Well, I mean, be clear. The video cost nothing. I just took $10,000 and threw it in the furnace because I just felt like, you know, I want to be J.Lo. I got to do what she does.
Can I show you something that happened to me today?
Is this a printout?
I have a script.
Is this a printout?
I have a script for something coming
up.
Is this a printout? And I asked somebody at the office, someone printed it for me. Can we talk a little bit about the size of that font?
Oh my God.
Yeah, let me just learn my lines.
You eat it. Like, eat it to maybe if it's closer to my brain.
Just further evidence that nothing will ever be easy.
Oh my God. See, this is why. So this is where our paths really, really diverge. Is that you, even though you are continuously burdened and frustrated by all of these things that don't ever seem to go your way, you just keep piling them on one after the other. Whereas I gracefully and quickly step away.
Even after you've committed to doing something.
Well, that's where my pleasure principle comes in, because I don't really enjoy not doing it unless I've said, "Oh, I'm going to do it."
And then it's like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
We recently had an episode of we were supposed to tape.
Yeah. And I sure did call out. I'm not going to, but guess what? I didn't call out sick. I just called out.
That's what I respected about it.
Yeah. I'm not trying to lie anymore. I'm really not trying to lie anymore. I don't want to lie. So, but funny thing, I don't know if I told you this. It's hysterical. So I called out, period.
For
We had, and listen, we have so many dates scheduled. They're in the calendar until the rest of the goddamn fucking year. I was like, Mama, just tack it on the end like a snow day. Tack it on the end like a snow day. No harm, no foul. And plus I knew that Pete was going to Palm Springs. I'm like, I guarantee you he will jump at the opportunity to leave early, beat the traffic, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, so I called in, period. But I learned later from Pete's roommate Andrew was listening to a call. So I hope I'm not telling this out of school.
No, this is a good story.
Okay. Yeah, he's like,
This sounds definition telling stories out of school. But please don't stop.
But I'm not going to name any names. Okay, I'll just make them up. So Barbara. Barbara was
Bonaducci.
Barbara Bonaducci. I think she's new, but not nobody. She's not an intern. She's high up. She's not exactly familiar with the ins and outs of my history at World of Wonder, and certainly has not seen the documentary Moving Parts. Okay, so that just paints a picture.
So she lives under a rock.
Yeah, totally. Flop taste.
Complete flop taste.
Yeah. So Pete said, Katya needed to reschedule, and Barbara's like, why? And
Pretty much, I would let Gemma know that Katya is a hardcore addict.
Drug addict, a crack whore. What other plainer language can I say that she is a
Those were old drug addict type of shoes
that were fused to her feet. So yeah, he was like, well, Katya is going to do she's going on a treatment thing. Treatment for what? And it just, it was so awkward and what they were trying to say is, listen, she's a crack hoe. But Barbara was not buying it. She got the hint, but she was like, well, what, so she can just call out 2 days early? I mean, or 2 days before the shoot? And somebody was like, yeah, well, she's the talent, and it's really important to support her. And Barbara's like, well, I guess. and this is of course so funny. This is of course hyperbole, and could it be actually just not true? But that was the gist, and it was hysterical because actually I completely am on Barbara's side. I don't think she was being mean or insensitive. It's totally reasonable. What's wrong with her?
Well, no, I like that she had absolutely no inclination to be delicate.
No, that's indelicate.
She's a hardcore drug addict who could die if she goes to work. That's all.
Yeah, that's exact. It wasn't insensitive. It was indelicate. That was a very, very, very. I think that's a very important distinction because whatever.
Well, really, what you're saying is, I need the day off. What you're really doing?
No. I'm actually not. I'm not gonna. No, you're giving me too much credit. I'm really saying I want the day off. Actually, not even that. I said I'm taking the day off.
Well, no, what you're really saying is I'm taking the day off for my health. Or I'm coming in a fucking hurricane, bitch.
Yeah. And the blood will be on your hands, Barbara.
When they find me hanging in the closet.
Hanging in the closet, and you wake up to a bloody note nailed to your headboard.
Yeah.
My suicide note.
Blood above their headboard on the ceiling, and it says, someone's in the closet.
I'm coming for you, Barbara.
Well, you canceling work is something that, to me, listen, if we're going to be honest, I'm so stacked up recently.
Yes,
that when you said,
damn it.
I might call out, I said,
Go ahead and do it. I don't wait for you to corroborate or to give the vote. I said, listen, because you have motherfucking done this thing before, which I'll tell you right now is this. She says, oh, girl, do you think we should reschedule tomorrow? And I'm like, I'm at home spray painting the letters yes into my curtains and presenting.
You book tickets.
Mama,
you're leaving town.
As soon as I hear the inflection in your voice, the credit card goes swipe. I have my luggage. I'm ready to leave and never come back. And then 3 hours later, you call no, girl, we have to do it. And I'm like, you fucking bitch. I was like, you are diabolical. That is diabolical. Because it's you're the weatherman saying, there's going to be 4 feet of snow tomorrow, Jennifer. Who doesn't want to go to 6th grade?
Jennifer
4 feet
Convertibles.
Of snow. Jennifer Convertibles. And then you look out the window, 6 a.m., there's no snow. I'm like, no.
I'm just going to say that I have done that.
You have done it 3 times. And I said, enough. And I will not take it anymore. So I will not. So I'm going to, when I need a day off, I'm going to take it. We are not performing stints. We're not doing triple bypasses. We're not brain surgeons. We're not construction workers. We're not veterinarians. We're nobody. We're doing poopy doopy on the YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're cross-dressing on a green screen. That being said, I would say in 150 episodes, we've maybe together rescheduled 5.
Yeah.
It's not that many.
It's not that many. And I probably should have rescheduled 25. But,
And some of them we have rescheduled have been for things like all stars.
All stars.
Like, it's not like we're.
No, I've never
taken a personal day.
No. Yeah,
I've canceled for other things.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Things like that. And also, I know that Pete's really overworked. I know that you're stretched way beyond your limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at her. She's stretched. She's like, are you even there?
You know, I wish. If I want to be, please, I'll be stretched thin, but it doesn't make me, thinner.
You're still fat.
I would love to be stretched thinner. Like if I could walk around, if I could eat whatever I wanted and walk around with giant clothespins on my back skin, I would. And I would flat Stanley that shit. I would just never turn around. Hi guys. Hi. Don't pay no attention to the skin behind the curtains. Like,
is that a metal, is that a clamp
is that
of
a
flesh?
nude gown trailing behind you? No, that's my skin, bitch. I've learned this. But you have to understand this about me. If I want to cancel, I sometimes need to just speak my truth into the universe, and then I'm fine with it.
Yeah, keep it to yourself next time.
Right, because normally I go, I want to cancel. And then once I've just talked about it, I go, I can do it.
Oh, see,
the same way, it's hot. I just have to go, it's hot.
Right, get it out. Yeah.
I don't need I'm expecting a temperature change.
Right, of course.
But I just need to be heard.
Yeah.
But I've learned to not.
Don't say it to me, bitch, because you know what I want to do every time. You know what I want to do.
I said, should we cancel? You've already cast the runestones.
Yeah, I said, Mama, there's a hot air balloon outside right now waiting to take me to fucking Middle Earth, and I'm never coming back. Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of Middle Earth, let's take a break.
Summer's coming, honey, and are you ready to unveil your brand new beach bod? Well, today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, our go-to for men's full-body grooming products. Oh. From the legends who introduced the greatest electric ball hair trimmer ever on planet Earth, Manscaped is now introducing the Ultra Smooth Package, a razor and formulation kit designed for the brave men out there who like to go to the skin when they trim their balls. Your new nickname is going to be the Bald Eagle after using the Ultra Smooth Package, not only because your balls will be smooth, but because you have the face and beak and eyes and feathers of an eagle. Man, there's nothing worse than the ingrown hairs when you go to the skin, especially when it's summer bod season and you're in that French cut thong on Manhattan Beach. Nothing more embarrassing. So, it's time to get ready for hot guy summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off, plus free shipping with the code BALD. I cannot tell you how much of my life has been spent toiling with a razor in a futile attempt to smooth out this craggy, hairy, patchy, just horrible-looking body. But when I use Manscaped, I've got to tell you, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, I am a Grecian god of smooth sensuality. The Manscaped Ultra Smooth Package is a 3-step kit to make your package the perfect package worthy of Santa's sack. No pun intended there, darling. It's got the crop exfoliator, it's got the crop gel, and then step 3, it's time to shave. This is not your average razor, darling. It's smaller, thicker, with a microcomb bar that allows for the best shave possible from any angle. So, get 20% off free shipping with the code BALD at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code BALD at manscaped.com. Trim your chesticles with the besticles with Manscaped. Hi there. Now listen, MeUndies. That's right. MeUndies believes that when we feel comfortable being our most authentic selves, we show our true colors and can proudly celebrate one another. That's right. And that's why that they're partnering with the Los Angeles LGBT Center. Yes, that's true. And through their MeUndies Gives initiative, they're working together to build a world where LGBTQIA plus individuals thrive as healthy, equal, and complete members of society. And you know what, honey? It all starts with your underpants, with your underwear. Yeah, it all starts with the first layer. You know, once we have that layer secure, and sound, then we can offer the truest expression of our personality to the world. And when it comes to me, well, I'm wearing a thong. That's right. I'm wearing a thong, honey, and it's lovely. A lot of people don't like them. I personally love them. It's a beautiful thong, and I got it on MeUndies. I'm also wearing a plaid romper, and I found this, it occurred to me one day. I said, I want a spaghetti strap checked romper, and I found it. Also they have a Baby Yoda one too. I'm going to get that one for my niece. They just really allow me to be myself, and I truly love their stuff. It's really good stuff, high quality, by the way, and it's for everybody. MeUndies are made for self-expression, designed for you to feel comfortable in your own skin. They offer different cuts for different butts, ranging from sizes XS to 4XL. That's a huge range. Whether you're looking for classic colors or bold and adventurous prints, MeUndies has you covered, so you can celebrate you in your most authentic self. Yeah, it's true. That's right. Now, listen, they've got a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. That's incredible. What a lovely thing. Really self-express. It is just going to allow you to express yourself. Okay, to get 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/bald. That's MeUndies.com/bald. Okay, I love this romper. I look so sexy and I feel so comfortable. I just love that. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
And we're back. You are back from a wellness retreat. Let's talk about it.
Mama, I'm going to tell you what I canceled for.
Because we just talked about.
We talked about the cat litter. This is part 2, Gay Mom Bitch, the cat's back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this brief and succinct because I could literally talk about it forever.
No, talk about it.
Okay, so Mary, dude, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so there's a thing, there's a community of people who use psychedelic drugs in order to provide relief and therapy for their addiction, right? And these are people that I've become embroiled with. I've met some people. They're kind of cool. So I've been doing it. I've done 2 treatments, and this is my third. The 2 of them were done in a clinical environment. One was done in a clinical environment with nurses, EMTs. It was like a, for all intents and purposes, it was like a hospital almost, right? And so this one was, but the next one, or this last one, was ayahuasca, which is, and if people have seen Chelsea Handler's Netflix show, have you seen that?
No, but I know ayahuasca just from living in Los Angeles.
Hello, Mama.
People
sweetie.
here love to buy something from Pottery Barn and go to do ayahuasca.
Girl, okay, yeah. So
what is it?
So ayahuasca is a brew. It's a potion, really, that has a psychoactive compound in it called DMT. And DMT is a hallucinogenic drug. And so there is a ritual, okay? There is it is part of certain South American cultures' spiritual ritual traditions, okay? So what that looked like, I paid $100 to go down with a group. Mama.
That's a good price.
The clinical environment, I spent a week in Mexico in a basically a resort. I was in a house alone. It had a lot of attention. That was $6,000. Yeah. Okay.
We've put you places more expensive. Yeah. Way more expensive.
And I would say that was worth every penny, honestly, because there's a whole lot going on there that had nothing to do with drug treatment. It was just fasting, attention, therapy, blah, blah. So this time I go down. Mama.
I love that you go to one of those treatment centers to learn that you can't live on caffeine and sugar. You're like, I'm cured. Oh, I just haven't been shotgunning Red Bulls
into my ass and eyes. Yeah, totally. So I did smoke the house down. But anyway,
so this is only $100.
$100, 85 to be exact.
Wow.
85. But you get what you pay for, and I will tell you exactly why. Mama, when I tell you we drove to Tecate, and we were in some rickety 87 Ford bus, literally up a dirt road. I mean, there was this fucking fierce bitch was driving this jalopy, and a van full of 8 people, probably 2,000 pounds in there. Uh-huh. And we were, with all of our sleeping gear, fucking jamming up this dirt hill. We get to this dilapidated restaurant, middle of Mexico, inland, and
Rocco's West Hollywood.
So honestly, and so 100 of us outside on the cement. We brought a sleeping bag, sleeping pads, blankets. I mean, water.
Camping, kind of?
Absolutely camping. Outside, 40 degrees that night. Hello. Diapered. fully diped up. I had bought adult diapers, and I was wearing them. I wore that diaper.
The sad thing is, you sent me some videos day before.
Yeah, I wanted to wear that diaper.
I know you did. You were trying them on for size. You had it tailored. You had it taken
my
in.
My diaper, just my couture diaper.
So you had the diaper on. Does everyone have a diaper on?
They gave us diapers. So only thing they provided you, literally, the only thing they provided you was a bucket.
To throw up?
A bucket to throw up with a liner. They didn't provide the liner. I've got it from a very generous woman who had her own trash bags. And then diapers, pink diapers. I brought my own adult diapers. I put mine on. Okay, so ayahuasca, this is how so a Colombian shaman came, and he was really cool. By the way, this is not some bougie anthropology Gwyneth Paltrow retreat. I was one of maybe 7 or 8 gringos there, most Mexicans, right? And no, it was not bougie, mama, $85.
Right.
This was no this was very rustic. And so there's a lot of stuff going on. They do this thing called, they give you the hape. You are going, mama.
What is it?
I need to tell you what this is. You are going to it's a pipe with a thing that goes up your nostrils, and they blow tobacco, which is like cayenne powder, into your nostrils. People, eyes watering, coughing.
You did this?
I surely fucking did not, because I had heard about it from Andrew, who had gone previously, and I was like, what's the point of that?
Is that when Andrew found out he was a courtesan in another life?
No, this was when he found he was a timeless crone, which able to manipulate reality. I kid, but there's a truer version of that we don't have time for. But mama, I said, what is that for? They said, it's really to ground you in the moment, because the pain is so intense, you have nothing else but to drop into this moment. I said, I will drop right into this moment right here by myself. Thank you so very much.
Maybe to manifest pain? I'll think of my childhood, okay?
Why don't you just slap me? Why don't you just take a book off the shelf and slap me with it? I could not. People are crying. This poor girl next to me.
You watched people do it?
I was like, I'll let these people. Mama, they lined up. They lined up.
You're the only one who didn't?
I said, I will not. I will RSVP in the negative.
So you stood there and watched these people get tobacco shot up their nose, and then what? Is it just like instant crying? Is it like Hot Ones? Is it like they're on Hot Ones?
Yeah, instant crying, like bulging red eyes, tears, and coughing, and they come back to this. I said, not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
I mean, so then, after that, the shaman does a very cool presentation in Spanish. It's translated about the purpose of this medicine, and it was very legit in the sense that it was like, this is the tradition it comes from. This is what we use it for. This is how you should approach the thing for the new people. This is
right.
Gives you the orientation.
Don't you kind of have to enter those perfect love and perfect trust, the craft style, right?
Absolutely. You have to respect the boundaries. You have to respect the rules of the space. You have to respect other people, because we are packed in like sardines. I'm talking right next to each other. Yoga mats. Why? Because there's not enough space.
But aren't you outside?
Yeah, but it's a contained environment. We can't just be all around a field. It's like we're all in the same space, and it's like a giant parking lot.
Oh, because you guys have like babysitters?
Yeah, I mean, there's facilitators, people walking, keeping track of you. It starts at, Mary, we got there 7 p.m. We didn't leave till 7 a.m. It's all overnight. So they do the hape. I'm like, mama, fuck that.
Where was this?
Tecate, Mexico.
You went to Mexico?
Mm-hmm. We drove there in a jalopy. Mama. So
I will say, this isn't a read.
What?
At this point in your life, we have seen a lot of more traditional types of treatment fail. So we might as well
let's experiment.
Do the never-ending story. We might as well do Star Trek.
Yeah,
okay.
And I would like to let the listener know, just if anybody who is dealing with stuff that this kind of therapy is attempts to provide relief for. At this point, this therapy is this is not desperate. This was more of a, I'll try it.
Right.
But I was not like, I need it. It was that's not it. Because, as you'll later learn in a little bit, we did not get what we were looking for.
Oh, well, you didn't.
I didn't. Mama, everybody else was Diane Wiest.
Turned
Tinta Aguilera. So they do the first pour. Ayahuasca is a brew. It's a potion. And he literally, scoops it up. This guy is fierce. He's this Colombian man, about 4'2", and just feathers and everything. Fierce.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Tangina.
Big Tangina energy. Big Tangina energy. And this other girl, the all in white, she's the facilitator. She's got acrylics. She's got a silicone ass, long hair. I mean, she's the fire stoker. She was She was stoking that fire with her acrylics with her hands. Fierce. Yeah. And then, so we get the first cup. Now, people have, there are people who are like, this girl, she was so dramatic. It tasted so bad for her, she couldn't do it. Because you got to drink it in front of them. When you go up, you got to drink it right in front of them. Right. So the first cup happens. And she's like, oh, she couldn't do it. It just tastes like a beet smoothie. It's earthy. It's not like shit. It's not like diarrhea shit in your mouth. Go back. It takes a while. Usually what they say is about the second pour is that's when things start to get a little
turned.
Yeah. So, mama, first cup, 10 minutes later, I got fucking Amy Adams in the corner looking for her Oscar.
Crying?
Going for, like, the Academy is right there with their voting notebooks.
Crying?
I mean, but wait.
But early, right?
Mama, early. Like the trailers hadn't even started yet. The movie does not.
So you think the facilitators were like,
girl, please.
Yeah,
it ain't that
exactly.
deep.
It's not that deep.
It's
Don't
not
do all
that
that.
deep. Don't do
God,
all that
you don't
right
do
now.
all that.
Don't do all that right now. Like, mama, wait for the clock because this is too early. So that's just my opinion, of course. And now people who are not sitting go, oh, you're not even ready for this. So the second cup, then they start to retch.
Throw up?
The puking starts.
Who?
And everyone. I'm talking a symphony of first the belching. Then the heaving. And then it's just fucking Niagara Falls of vomit. 100 people. Over
And what
100.
are you doing?
I'm looking around like bippity boppity boop. Cast iron stomach, mama.
You felt nothing.
Well, at this point, I'm trying to get centered. I'm trying to stay inside, and that's
You
what
want
they
your
tell you to do.
$70 worth.
I want to get my $85 of like drug-free rocket blast. Like, take me to Mars, cure me, and bring me back. Of course, that's not what's happening, but I want to have a profound, transformational, transcendent experience.
Right.
I mean, that's the real tea. I didn't just go to Mexico to hallucinate, mama. I certainly don't need to go to Mexico to throw up. But so, mama, it's the Beethoven symphony, the horns, the brass.
People start, oh my God.
All of a sudden, just chunks, the buckets, the acoustics.
Are people making it in the buckets or no?
Yes.
Thank
Everybody,
God.
because people go down. You're not supposed to sleep, but you do get tired because it's 11, 12, 1 a.m.
So they know that they're going to be puking.
Everybody knows they're going to be puking. Everybody's prepared for that. But I was not prepared for the drama. The Drama Desk Awards presentation.
Heigl.
The Katherine Heigl of the Vomitorium featuring Katherine Heigl. It was just puking. And then the crying.
Everyone?
No, just a couple of Academy Award nominees.
These are probably people who are like, I do this every 2 weeks.
No, I think that there were a couple of women. Moaning Myrtle, I swear she was. I mean, Tarantino doesn't even describe this motherfucker. I don't know what she was going through, but she was going through it all the whole night. And it was like, she was screaming, she was sobbing. And then a person like, I never felt like it. I'm talking wailing. Trixie, she was wailing. Hysterical.
Normal people are not doing this.
That's exactly.
People bringing a lot of their own luggage.
Trauma. No, that's literally, most people are there to unpack, to work through, and that's what they say. There's like, this is going to be, nobody describes ayahuasca as like
fun,
as an amusement ride. Some people do. Because there's a very significant serotonin release. What I've heard from people that I've known is that when there's a purging, they call it the purging, right? They'll say that, oh, you purge up your toxins, your drama. It's like, okay, well, whatever. I have certain opinions about that. But you certainly do vomit. And it certainly is unpleasant. But once you release all that vomit, generally, you're able to then be available for the process, the visions or the sensations or the lessons or whatever, okay? And so what happened to me, so that you get one dose, 1 cup, and then another. And that's usually when it gets like
turned.
Hammer time. Yeah. So by the second pour, people are coming back. They are, mama, this guy right across from me.
Were you laughing?
funny you say that. Chris, this other guy from our party, Chris was giggling all night, could not stop laughing. So I got him
Did anybody recognize you?
Yeah, actually, a really nice girl did, and it was so cool. It's probably one of the best nights. She was so cool. She was very, and we kind of had a moment, and that was fun before because you can't talk. There's no talking once this thing gets rolling. There's no talking.
Nobody wants to, or not supposed to.
Well, I did because
Oh my God! Our soundproofing. No.
As if it was like some brick.
You thought your ayahuasca was finally hitting a week later.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Did you get that on film?
Did you get a girl? Okay.
Eat out one of the girls. Okay. Eat out one of the girls.
So Moaning Myrtle is deep into her third.
She's performing. She's doing a number.
But she's doing Night Mother. She's into her Shakespeare. She is just going.
She's doing He Lives in You from The Lion King.
Yes. It is a she's knee deep in her 3-hour dance mix right now.
Work
it out, diva. By the way, and so there's this thing. Of course, I feel absolutely nothing, right? And so, and a girl to my left, to my right, she was right. We were first timers, and we had an understanding.
Did you feel the pressure to act like you felt something?
Oh, mama, hell the fuck no.
Not like
listen,
method acting, sort of going with it.
I'm not there to act. I'm there to feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who the fuck am I going to... They scorecard at the end. There's no... I mean, you know what I mean? It's like...
Did you want to yes and the experience a little bit?
Well, funny you say that because I did because after this... When it was clear that I had not... The compound in had no effect on me, it was time for a third, which most people do not do. So only 5 or 6 of us went up for a third. And at that point, I was like... I hadn't puked and I hadn't really felt nausea, but I knew... If I took that third thing, I knew it was going to be puke city. I was like, fuck, I don't want to push it. I don't want...
What do you mean you don't want to push it? The third one is there because for some people, the first 2 is nothing.
Of course. Yeah. No, totally. So I did. I went and got the third, and then I laid down and still nothing. And then my mouth started to water. I was like, oh, I know what this is. I got my bucket. I puked my guts out.
You puked?
Oh, yeah. But I'm an efficient puker. I went wham, bam, 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 5 pukes, and I was good. Wow. And I got it all out. No nausea. It's okay. So I was okay, this is, I'm getting ready for the blast off. Yeah, I was like, I closed my eyes, I got ready, absolutely nothing. I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine,
This makes me think of somebody buying fake weed in New York in the 90s.
Absolutely.
And getting home and smoking pencil shavings and being like, what?
Or acid, because that happens so much. It's this little tab. You can't
could
smell
be
it.
The postage stamp.
Could literally. And waiting, because it only 35, 45, 50 minutes. That 45 to 65 minute window.
They're on state lines by then.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go back to the park and say this didn't work.
Totally.
Do you love style? Do you love to see the world with a new perspective? Do you love to shield your eyes from the penetrating rays of the sun whilst exhibiting cutting-edge fashion? I know you do, baby, because so do I. And that's where Warby Parker comes into play. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores by offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, eye exams, and contact lenses. These exceptional glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Sunglasses, progressives, and blue light lenses are also available. I took the quiz at home. It was a thrilling experience, as I am very fond of looking at my face in the mirror and adorning it with accoutrements. It was quick, easy, and I got to choose 5 glasses and ask a friend, darling, what do you think? Hey, Becky, how are these? Deborah, what's the deal? Tiffany, yay or nay? And so on. After much deliberation, I eventually decided on the Haskells in medium with a gorgeous clear frame and a distinctive shape with a beautifully protective and glamorous lens color. So, see the world in a different light. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs at home for free at warbyparker.com/bald. Hi, honey. Listen, I have some questions for you. Are you still going to the post office? Are you still paying full price for postage? Well, here's the thing, Bob. Thanks to Stamps.com, you don't have to do that anymore. You know, you can mail and ship anytime, anywhere, right from the very lovely and familiar comfort of your personal computer. That's right. You send letters, ship packages, and pay less. A lot less, to be honest, with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and more. All right, Stamps.com. What a thrill! What an opportunity! What an occasion! You know, to just to hunker down and get it all done in the comfort of your home. Stamps.com brings the services of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS right to your computer. It's a must-have for any business. I'm telling you, whether you're a small office sending invoices, or maybe a little side hustle Etsy shop, you know, shipping out orders, or just navigating this hybrid work-life balance, honey. Stamps.com, they handle it all with ease. No wonder over 1 million businesses choose Stamps.com for their mailing and shipping. Stamps.com, I mean, listen, it's a no-brainer. Saving you time, saving you money. Oh, I have a lot of things that I like to ship out, but when it comes to waiting in that post office line, I simply won't do it. I don't have anything personally against the post office. I just don't like to do it. I like to stay at home. I listen to my music. I burn my incense, and I do it all on my computer. It's lovely. So, stop wasting time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk, and with my promo code, BALD, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage in a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in BALD. That's Stamps.com. Promo code BALD. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
So as far as I know, I was the only person that it really had zero effect on.
Do you think it's because you're like a lifelong hardcore drug addict?
No, I think that's just, it's just, there is people, this happens a lot.
It does?
Well, it doesn't happen a lot, but it happens to some people where they go back. Well, here's the thing. When I smoked pot, it took me 5, 6, I might even say 10 times to get high. Yeah, when I smoked pot, I didn't get high the first time, and I smoked and inhaled like half a joint every time. And then one day, maybe the 6th, 7th, or 8th time, it hit me like a ton of bricks.
You pour a bunch of weed down in the gas tank of a Prius, and you just put your mouth over the exhaust.
Yeah. But it was crazy.
So then you're up all night?
Up all night, and then here's the thing. So
it's 40 degrees.
It's 40 degrees. I was bundled. I was like,
Bundolina.
yaki bundles. Yeah, yaki bundles. And I was just, but the fun part was then, so the fire, there's musicians around the fire, right? Musicians, playing ayahuasca music. And the girl, Moaning Myrtle. Moaning Myrtle has left the chat, right? And she is now in a black hooded sweatshirt, looking like a Sith Lord, just scowling. Darth Maul by the fire, literally inches from it, just like this. Quiet. And she looks up at the musician who's got this guy with a guitar and he's singing. And she's
Somebody's playing music?
Yeah.
The
whole time. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
That's kind of nice, right? Guided.
Yeah. Beautiful music.
Chill vibes.
Chill folk vibes. And she says, I know how to play the guitar. Could I play a song? And I'm looking at her, because I'm by the fire at this point. I'm cold. I'm freezing. And I'm like, if this motherfucker lets Moaning Myrtle, I was about to, he looks at her, he says, no. I'm like, oh. But then they go into an upbeat jam, and a shaman's assistant.
Did you recognize any of the songs?
No. They're like traditional ayahuasca jams. It's like, ayahuasca.
I thought it was like, me and Julio down by the schoolyard. I don't know.
He was a boy, I was a girl.
Yeah.
No. But this, I gotta say, when the shaman's assistant just came around from the altar to the fire, he came and cut a
You went like this?
rug.
I thought you were saying he was jerking.
Because I got to tell you what he was doing.
Show the children.
Okay. He was like...
Ew, the faces too. Oh. I don't like that.
He was living for the lip sync. No, it was good. I'm making it a little weirder than it was. But it was lively and incongruous and did not match the music, but he was feeling himself. And it was like, I was like, oh, okay, good. I didn't come for nothing. And then, Mama, it's just... Oof.
I would be so disappointed if I was you. How many times are you going to try this?
Oh, I'm never going back. I'm never going to do it again.
Well, you did that, but you also did the other thing that didn't work.
No, the Ibogaine, it worked, or I had intense effects from it. It was just extremely unpleasant, which is...
Oh, that's right.
Which people didn't really tell me that was going to happen. Like, but that is the nature of that treatment.
It's like the first time I did
fun.
GHB and no one told me, were you drinking earlier? No one asked.
Mary, you could have died. Easily could have died.
I don't want to go there.
No, don't.
I had 3 rolls of ecstasy that night. Cocaine.
Jesus Christ. You could have
GHB.
You so could
and
have easily died.
Viagra.
Oh my God. You could have died.
And a Viagra.
A Viagra?
Viagra.
How about a Cialis?
Viagra Falls.
Viagra Falls.
It was so horrible.
Yeah. Drugs are tough.
Well, I'm disappointed it didn't work.
I'm actually not, because I so, I mean, for example, like...
I mean, $70 to drink tea in the woods, nothing's guaranteed. I mean, it is a little bit snake oil. But apparently these people were puking.
No, these was some real oil for this. This is motor oil and like Castro Syntec for some other people. But I met a big black pig. There were ducks that I thought were hilarious. Ducks.
Ducks are funny.
They're so funny.
Yeah, they're funny. And they walk stupid. They look stupid.
They are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And I had a good time with some people. I met some new people. I had a great time. Yeah, it was fun.
Overall,
fabulous. And then we went to Coronado Island. I got a hotel at Coronado Island, and we just stayed there. And then, it was lovely. It was really nice.
was this last Friday?
This was on Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. Wow. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm actually like, to be honest, I don't really know. My intention of going there was like, not about addiction. It was more about like my body. Like, I know I'm supposed to be funny, like this podcast. I'm not being really funny right now, but
You're just now getting concerned about not being funny. Okay. Better late than never.
Hard turn only. Good joke only. Oh my God. But I had different questions, and Mama, I don't need answers to those from some fucking like psychic plant, like spiritual traveler, Kabbalah spiritual mother.
What kind of body questions?
I was like, what do I do with this fucking like rusted bag of fucking bones?
Well,
throw it down the stairs and end it all.
What is the profile of people who do ayahuasca though? I mean, isn't it mostly like
people who are
young,
moaning
rich white
myrtle?
people?
No.
Like rich white couples?
These are spirits, so I call them spiritual tourists, right? Spiritual, especially because
spiritual gangsters.
I'm going to say this right. Well,
I'm a spiritual gangster.
I feel like if you have that, if you wear a piece of clothing that has that on it, you should probably like be hit with a 2x4 in the head.
I agree.
Yeah. But no, a lot of people I could tell were there for. I mean, what is a legitimate reason? Who cares? Whatever.
Some people just want to poop.
Mama, they want to poop. They want to pee. They want to puke.
They want to wear a diaper.
I was there for the diaper.
So at the end of the night, when you took the diaper off and there was nothing in it, were you disappointed?
I never said there was nothing in it.
That's the one part of it you yes-anded.
I sure did.
I may not be puking and I might not be hallucinating, but I'm about to shit in this diaper, bitch.
Hey, you better believe these sides will not hold. They will not hold, honey. They will not hold. Yeah, but it was it was interesting. And so just for reference, I've heard stories of a friend of mine, the first time she did ayahuasca, and this is a quotation from her. This is what she saw. She had an incredible migraine. And she was like, God, she's having a hard time. The facilitator came over and said, ask Mother Aya to take it away. And so she's kind of just like, she kind of like went deep, and then she saw the goddess Kali of the many-hand Indian goddess take a spear and shove it into her head, and another one, and shove it. And she just saw this Indian deity shoving spears in and out of her head, stabbing her. And then when she finally couldn't take it anymore, she said, stop! And her headache was gone. I'm not laughing at her. I'm just saying.
It sounds scary.
Sounds scary, incredible, like crazy. But that's the kind of like, that was part of the expectation I was arriving with. You know what I mean? Like, and of course, Andrew's incredible Homerian odyssey of like witches
which is
through
so
the
much
ages.
better than what you can. Yeah.
I went down there and I heard some ducks and I saw a pig.
And then I took off a clean diaper and went down to the Hilton.
I went on a bike ride. I got some taffy.
Is that where you got that taffy?
Yeah.
I picture you at the hotel, towel on the head, robe on, under the blankets, tucked up to the neck, going, now, this is the stuff. Yeah. Still got the diaper on.
Diaper dirty, totally diped. Yeah.
Completely diped.
Totally diped, just always diped. But yeah, it was like, but people said, oh, you got to come back. So I didn't feel anything the first 2 or 3 times. I was like, you tried this again? Are you fucking crazy? Mama, that's it. You get on the roller coaster, it goes nowhere.
Go to Soul Cycle.
Exactly. Take a long walk in a beautiful, crisp, like,
Go for a jog.
Go for a jog. Have sex. Eat a lovely soup.
Watch
meditate.
Rock of Love.
Yeah, meditate. Pray.
I'm watching Rock of Love.
Are you really? That's Van Halen or no?
Well, I mean, not to give away too much, but
Van Halen.
No, it's
Tommy Lee
Bret
Dorff.
Michaels.
Oh, Bret Michaels.
But I'm learning as much as I can about dating shows because of your show.
We're going to be embroiled imminently.
Yes, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can. And I didn't realize how much. Have you ever seen Rock of Love?
No, I haven't.
It is truly like white trash women.
Oh, is it like a trailer vibe?
Oh, it's like like spaghetti straps and highlights in the hair and just blackout drunk all day.
How's
crying.
the teeth? How are the teeth?
The teeth are fine.
The TV ready?
Oh yeah, the teeth are fine. I mean, they're young, semi-hot girls, but it's like women named Rodeo. You know what I mean? Like that energy.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Rodeo.
So not to one up you, but I've been watching Rock of Love. So I know what it's like to have transformative experiences.
Yeah, transcendental. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing good like that happened at the marathon other than extreme thoughts of people shouldn't be doing this.
Well, here's the thing that I have so many questions for you, but the biggest one is, so this is your own marathon.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's what is so insane to me. Like, you didn't have
I didn't have people with signs
nothing.
going,
you
go girl. There was nobody with water cups. There's no markers that say mile 10.
There's no start. There's no deadline. There's no there's nothing. There's no the whoosh of a person passing you to be competitive or
no one
come
running
on,
by
you
going,
can do
you got
it.
this. Yeah.
You can do it. Nothing. Are
Nothing.
you psychotic?
No orange slices at the end. No water.
No. My thing was no tinfoil towel.
No tinfoil wrap. Yeah, I know.
That's the whole fun. The cape.
Yeah.
It's like you're hobbled.
My caping hole.
I've seen marathons many times living downtown in Boston, and
is it inconvenient when the real marathon happens? The whole city's over.
The whole city is city. Yes, it's so inconvenient. I hate it so much. But then my friend did it, and then it had an explosion. So go figure. But the cape. I always love people in the cape because they look bleary-eyed. They're cross-eyed. They're limping. They're in so much discomfort, but they got those fun capes.
Yeah. It was horrible, and right around mile 21, because 15, half mile 13, right? 15, you're like, oh my God, 5 more to 20. This is getting really hard, but once you get to 20, I'll have a second wind. Yeah. You get to 20 and you go, there's 6 more.
But you know what? You're exactly doing what the Navy SEALs got to do.
Increments.
Manageable.
Yeah.
And it can't be I'm pretty sure it wasn't it's not pride. It's just, I can do the next thing. It's a very focused, incremental, very present. Because when you start to think of the whole, I think your brain just
Are you kidding? When I started training, when I ran 6 miles for the first time, I was like, 26? How?
Yeah.
And then I remember getting up to the half 13 and being like, how do people do 2 of this?
Yeah.
How could you do 2 of this?
How could you do it? Yeah. It's crazy.
It was crazy.
How long did it take you?
5.5 hours.
No. How long did it take you to start training? Because I felt you were a runner before, kind of.
Yeah, I was running, but I would be on tour and I would just run until I was tired.
Sure. Which could be what? 10 minutes to
That's
30
the
minutes.
Thing. Yeah. I was running to lose weight, which that's not an objective. That means nothing.
Well, it means something. It means you lose some weight.
But there's nothing trackable.
Sure it is. You track the scale.
I guess, but it's not distance, time, pace.
Oh, there's no you can't gauge the athletic achievement.
And there's was this as hard as yesterday? Was this as far as last week?
Yeah. And you could also be chowing down the house down and then just negating all the work or whatever.
Right. So I started training hardcore in probably September.
That's not a lot of time.
No, it's about 18 weeks, and then I had I had to take off for a week.
What? Because
had to take off for a week, and then also because it was my first marathon, I made it a 20-week program. So about 20 weeks.
Okay, 20 weeks minus a week of
it
was Women's Day for a week.
It was Women's Day, so I'm glad it was over. But now the real one again is in October.
Okay.
So I downloaded the track.
So we're gonna do it.
I downloaded the track of that marathon, and that's what I just ran. Okay. And then October, I'll do the same track with people.
I'm going to be there with little golden Dixie cups filled with very clear piss.
Hot urine.
Hot piss.
Yeah.
From several different men and
With
women.
little amber rocks floating at the bottom.
Yeah. Little
Little
surprise
kidney
crystals.
stones. Little kidney stones.
little litter stones.
My
from the
drummer
kitty
got a
litter.
kidney stone on tour.
I don't want to talk
And
about
we had
that.
to
I
lift
am
him off
going
the
to-
bus in a stretcher.
It is a huge fear for me. Irrational fear, but it's a huge fear.
Yeah, lift
Just
off the
chop
bus in
it
a
up.
stretcher.
Scoop out the genitals. Just do it.
He said he could barely move. It hurt so bad. And then he went and got it. They said, there's nothing we can do. They gave him a bunch of drugs because you could pass it or whatever.
Good.
They gave him a bunch of drugs. So then we're doing the show without him. We track the drums during the day. Or we track the bass guitar and then the bass guitar is playing the drums.
I remember this.
Yes.
I remember you telling me this.
And then I'm like, if you see a guy out in the audience like, air drumming, it's probably my drummer. Because he went and watched the show. He had nothing to do. So he's twisted on like Vicodin, like
oh my God, that's fucking hysterical.
like a sleeper agent.
Oh, thank God they gave. What did they just drug him up and squeeze the stones out of his like limp dick?
Well, they said it was horrible, horrible pain. And then a lot of times people just pee them out and don't even feel it when they pee's out.
Work.
Doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. Well, I'm sure the tubes leading up to the urethra are a lot smaller.
A kidney stone?
I can't. I cannot.
It can't taste good. It can't taste good.
I want to ask you a question about something.
Okay.
It's about love. Okay. So I have been, but I'm going to be very vague, which is so dumb. I shouldn't even ask you. But I recently had a phone conversation with someone. You know I'm looking for love.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't look too hard. We have a show to make. If you get married before the show, it'd be so fucking mad.
His voice makes me hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
It's very sexy. But it's not like
So it's not. Hi, baby.
no, it's not like a phone sex voice.
Hi, baby.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
How are you, baby?
I want you. You want to come over, honey?
No, but I have a crush on him.
Where's he from?
I can't say. And
Because you don't know.
no, I know it's not
I
in
can't
LA.
say. It sounds like a South Atlantic accent.
Could be Cuban, maybe Kenyan. Yeah, no. But I like him. I think he's attractive, and I like talking to him on the phone. I know what he looks like. But he last 2 times I talked to him, I got hard.
Would he ever call in?
To where?
To here.
Oh, no.
No.
No, I wouldn't let him.
Oh. Well, I just want to know what's up. I want to know. I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
But what if I talk to him and he
dies?
me?
Oh.
I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah. Well, that's why I never bring anybody around the pod.
Is a younger model. Why wouldn't he want the younger model?
Oh, yes. I suppose that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 3
Plus
days
my
younger
hole.
than him.
My hole.
Your hole. It's like a pinprick.
It's a pinprick. People think it's a pore. It looks like a dilated pore.
It looks like a blackhead.
It looks like a port wine stain.
It looks like a heavy pour of blood.
It's a whitehead.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's disgusting. I think we should go.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, I hope you have a better luck. Whatever you choose to do next. This podcast is becoming you trying more psychoactive new agey treatments.
I think that's it. There was 1, 2, 3. I'm done. Yeah, I'm cured.
Bye.
Bye.